welcome back to the Fascinating to the Lanes.
And welcome if you're new. I'm Anna.
I'm Tisha.
And today we're going to be doing a story time.
Okay. I'm going to be talking about the time I got offered a job over the Family Islands, and I really didn't want it to go, but I know I had to make ends meet for my family, so I went. I got offered the job. Like on a Thursday or Friday. I went like that Monday, and it was kind of difficult for me because I was so used to being back home and around my family and my kids and whatever. And when that same day I came, the day after I went to work, and the first day it was okay, and it took me basically like another days afterwards to it got easier, and I started to like the job. I didn't talk to anyone. I was so used to being to myself because I so far in my lifetime I really didn't have any friends like that. Only always basically around my family. And it took me 2 months before I even really talked to anybody, even on my job. And I used to only be homework. And one day afternoon I went home, and it was a neighbor of mine. She came, and I hear somebody calling my name, Disha. And I was like, who this person is calling me? I don't even know who this is. They even know me or whatever. So I opened the door, peeked my head, and they said, Disha, how you doing? You want to go? So I was a little unsure, and then I said, okay, fine. So I got ready. We went out to one place. It was really nice, and I had a little too much to drink, and I ended up throwing up. And she was so scared. She's like, oh no, I don't know, oh Tisha, I feel so bad, whatever. And all I could remember was going to the door and trying to find my key, and my key I could not find it for anything. My aunt opened the door. All I could remember was when I wake up the next morning, recover on me, and my auntie waking up so early to go to work. And man, the whole day, I don't know how I felt like I couldn't make it that day. That's how bad I did feel. And from then, I started making more, talking to more people and whatever, loosen up. And I met some really, I meet some really good friends. We started to be friends and whatever. I meet some really good friends over there, some really nice people and whatever. But I actually got to learn a lot about myself too, because I used to depend on my family for so many things, and going over there teach me to be more independent. Yes, it taught me to be more independent, and it even teach me self-love. I learned to love myself even more. I miss my family love. It taught me to love myself and to be more independent, wherever. And some people, like I said, I didn't know a lot about people because I guess you could say sheltered. I thought like when you be nice to people, everybody, or treat people good, everybody had to treat you good in return. And it wasn't like that. It was a real awakening for me because I was I'm just a kind person. I have my way, but I'm a kind person, and I just thought if I be nice to everybody and encourage them, that I would get the same thing in return. When I was really mistaken. Some people didn't like that, and the same people, it's a point where I got hurt because the same people who I was encouraging, praying for, and helping was the same one went behind my back and started confusion between some of the friends I've made, between me and the friends I've made. They started to cause confusion, and I just remember I was so angry and hurt, and I was on my knees. I said, Lord, you need to tell me being such a nice person and whatever, and encouraging people that this can happen to me. And I had to realize too that I also, it's upon a time where I actually had to forgive, because I was like, Lord, the same person who do me and needed me, like not even like couple weeks, the person needed me, and I was like, Lord, I wonder if I should even help this person. And I said, only have to be the God in me, because I still end up helping that person. But I was like, I just couldn't do what they do to me. I had to learn that, hey, I have to be the better person or whatever. So it's like, you know, I just learned a lot about myself. And also I learned even at that time when whoever was causing confusion, I was not mature as I thought I was, because certain things I should have done differently and didn't. But I am glad how my parents raised me, because I always just wanted own up to my faults, you know, and say where I went wrong. But like I said, it was a learning experience. I made some friends, but I think for a lifetime and whatever, and everything will be cherry. And I just thank God for keeping me out of things. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me out of things and always being there for me. So yeah, that's my experience.
Well, that was a really good experience. I just want to shed a little more light on the situation, because I remember when she was there, and you know, I used to call on the phone all the time. If I was at work, I used to call on the phone on my lunch break, on my bathroom break. I just used to call her, because especially when I was working the night shifts.
Hold on, wait a minute. And I am so thankful that I have parents and my siblings. Oh my goodness. I just thank you, Lord, too, that even at the time when I felt so alone, he would always have one of my family members, family member, one of my sisters or my parents to call me and even encourage me, and that meant so much to me and whatever. That meant a lot to me. So like I say, even when you feel like you have nobody, I always remember that God is there, even when everybody else leave you. But say you friends or family, that God is he always is there for you.
So yeah, I used to call her a lot. Every night. Just about
a couple times a day.
Anyway, and I remember when she told me, and I was like, she told me about this lady. I say, what? I was like, okay, cool. She want to do that? We can make that trip. We could go make that whole trip over there.
Okay.
Me and the rest of my sisters.
Okay.
Because it's a couple of us. We could go make that trip. And we could go straighten this out. But you know what? I also learned myself that, you know, that's not where I should be. Especially, you know, being inside Christ and stuff, you shouldn't be haughty. So, you know, I humbled myself since then, and I learned every situation, it shouldn't have to end in a scuffle or a fight, or
and every action,
anything
don't deserve
a reaction, right? So I even learned with her being there, although I wasn't physically there, I felt like, how could this happen to my sister? My sister barely is even be making trouble or talking to nobody and stuff like that. If you know, you know. We're not troublemaking people. We wasn't raised like that.
No.
So, I mean, I felt some type of way. And I was ready to go make that boat trip. And I had vacation time too.
Okay.
But yeah, I can leave that. But yeah, it just makes you realize too, with her going to it, I was offered a scholarship when I was coming out of high school to go to Canada, to university. And at the time, I was timid, and I wasn't ready to jump up and leave my family and go there, because I was going to be by myself. So I even realized now from her going, because that wasn't the first time that she actually left and went to a family island, leaving home. It's just that she didn't do that in a while since. But she went to another island before that to work prior. But through her doing that, I realized that I shouldn't have been so scared to just go, get up and go when it was offered to me. And I know sometimes in life you have regrets and stuff like that, but I still also understood from that situation how I didn't go, because I ended up going to a local university. I also understood that everything, although you feel like you may have the regrets, everything happens in its own time. Every decision is yours to make. You have to make your own decisions, and it has a reaction. That season may not have been my season to go, because I don't even know where I would have been right now if I did. You see what I'm saying? It's that's why it's just sitting in the background talking. But I don't know where I'd have been. And now I always wanted to visit Canada. I still even want to visit Canada now because I think it's so amazing. But you never know. But yeah, that's basically a little snippet of our story time. If you offered a good opportunity, or if you feel like, you know, you just ain't, you scared to go somewhere, or, you know, just pray about it and stuff like that. And, you know, ask God, because it may not be your season. And if it is your season and you still feel timid and scared to go and stuff like that, don't let fear stop you. You just have to do it sometimes. It may be days, like how she said she cried and she prayed and she stayed to herself. It's going to be days like that. And you again miss your family. But guess what? God got you.
Yes.
He got you. You just got to put your trust and your faith and your hope in Him. I know you always have somebody to lean on. Even if it's not physically somebody, you always got to go to God in prayer. That's the best advice I can give.
Okay, that's it for story time for the day.
Yes, that concludes our story time. Once again, my name is Anna.
And I'm Disha.
And thank you so much for watching our channel. We'll be back. Enjoy your day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. We hope you enjoyed the video.